It's the Book of Inomata!
What's it doing there? Wait, that's one of Arthur's.
Actually, it's a copy that Laphicet made.
Laphi made a copy of the book. He transcribed it all by hand, and then he sold it, just to buy me that comb.
There was something here for us after all.
Laphi.
If that's the complete manuscript, we might be able to unravel Inomata's secrets.
We'll have to show it to Grimoire.
Pulling one over on the old man, are you? Never a dull moment with Lady Calamity around.
Holy crap. Talk about a throwaway detail from the beginning of the story, changing everything.
Translate this book. We're going back to Titania.
That's huge. So the book that he transcribed at the very, very, very beginning of the game was the exact book that the entire story is about at this point. That's huge. Okay. Props. Although I'm surprised that book hasn't been completely destroyed by wind and rain from like years of exposure to the open air. Because I guess it's just been sitting on a shelf out in nature for years. Hoo boy. That's some luck right there.
Horned monster.
He was with Melchior. There was something different about him. He wasn't a Moloch though, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a demon. But why would the Abbey be working with a demon?
He could be a therian, maybe. I mean, there was Medusa and Kamoana. No, I don't think so. The Abbey keeps their therians behind barriers and bound to Earth pulse points. A therian can't send malevolence to Inomata while walking freely.
That's correct. And besides, Orthrus was already here. In any case, now we know Melchior has a mean-looking bodyguard in addition to his illusions. That'll take quite a lot to stop him.
Aye. That's a fact.
I'm gonna say that judging from Eisen's response to that therian... By the way, do I have enough for this? Nope. I would say that based on Eisen's response, I think that therian is the old captain of the Van Eltia. That I was able to remember every name in this. I think that's why he's reacting the way he is and why he seems all downtrodden at the moment.
There's something I have to ask.
What is it?
Did you leak our plans to the Abbey?
Eleanor hasn't done anything like that.
Then how do you explain Melchior and his illusions already waiting for us when we got to Abal?
I promised you that I would work together with you until I found the truth for myself. I'm not up to any tricks. It's far too late for that now.
Exactly what a guilty party would say.
If anyone's suspicious here, I'd say it's you, Magilu.
No tricks. I don't even know what a trick is.
Enough. If Eleanor was leaking information, then Titania would surely be under attack by now.
Right. I'm sure the Abbey would love to have those therians back.
But the enemy was in that village waiting in ambush.
The Abbey isn't foolish. They figured out by now that we're rounding up the therians. They'll have left traps for us with each remaining one. It's the obvious move.
All right. If that's how you see it, I'll stand down.
So you trust me then? No. I'm saying that anything the Abbey tries, I'll be ready for it.
Oh, such a brave, determined soul.
Oh, that wasn't very nice. Alright. Yeah, I gotta say, Eisen's being kind of stupid in this situation. It's pretty obvious that our party is following a very predictable pattern with all of their actions. We're literally like, we're going to go after this guy, and this guy, and this guy. Oh, what do they all have in common? This is the part of every detective story when, like, 3 people have been killed off, and the detectives are like, what do they have in common? They all went to this market on Tuesdays, or some crap like that. And, like, this is like, they're literally just, they're going after all of the Earth Pulse therians. It's the most obvious possible connection ever. No one's gonna be like, oh man, I can't believe this. What could they possibly be up to? Dear lord, I'm just ruining. Wow. That's a very huge area of effect to be able to throw around in that situation. Oh, watch out. Oh, I keep hearing the combo point generating button and it's not coming from me. I keep hearing the sound for it from other people. There we go. Those ones are mine. Oh, they're all mine. There we go.
It was a close one, but I am the victor.
My character recently broke 3,000 hit points, too.
Eleanor, does the Abbey possess an art that can control demons?
Not that I've ever heard of. Besides, if they could control demons, there'd be no need to resurrect Inominat, would there?
Can't argue with that.
But Melchior was obviously in control of that demon. How did he manage that?
You can't tether them like a Moloch, and Melchior wasn't using oaths or mana to compel him. No, this was something more like mind control.
Mind control?
Let's say you know your target's innermost desires. You simply conjure the right illusion. Show them what would push their buttons in just the right way.
Ah, if you can create an illusion of something someone really wants, you can control them.
Exactly. You can force a powerful burden upon your target's psyche. Until their spirit breaks, that is.
What happens when they break?
Depends on the target. They might become an empty shell, they might go wild with desire. Eeny teeny spiny crow.
You sure know a lot about this.
Now that you put it that way, why would I know so much about it? What if someone is controlling me, making me say these very words? How horrifying!
I believe I'll take your words with a grain of salt.
She's usually kind of telling the truth, it's just that she's really bad at lying. As far as I can tell, she's really bad at lying. So by the way, this forest, going backwards through it, even on a hoverboard, I'm like, holy crap, this is like 8 screens of forest in a row.
Listen, Eleanor really isn't spying on us. I was with her almost every minute, and when I wasn't, Velvet was watching her. And she's a woman who keeps her promises. She wouldn't lie to...
Laphicet.
We understand, Laphicet. It's Eleanor. If she were lying to herself to somehow keep spying on us, the guilt would fill her with malevolence.
I see. You're right. The fact that I haven't turned into a dragon proves that.
Thank you. Both of you. I didn't think you were giving them information intentionally.
But there are illusionists like Melchior out there. That means we can't rule out someone recording your thoughts in secret.
I don't think we need to worry about that either. Not with you and Laphicet always near.
Now that that's settled, it's time for you all to testify to my innocence.
That could be difficult.
What?
Well, okay. Why don't you start off by telling us all about the time you sold us out to Teresa back in Helives?
Oh, why bring up that old yam? You're a very vindictive man, do you know that?
You're just figuring that out? Well, there's your proof at least. You wouldn't make much of a spy.
She really wouldn't.
Hey, that's not what I meant! You were mean!
What's vindictive about the guy whose entire storyline is about trying to attack his own brother? I don't know where he got that from. Ah, we're free. Quick, save before I ever have to go through that forest again. Holy crap, that is... I can't really view it from here, can I? Maybe I can take a quick look. Does it even show the full majesty of this thing? It really doesn't, does it? It just cuts off. Yeah, between the Morgana Woods and this area and so on, like, that is seriously like 8 consecutive screens of walking across a forest over and over again. It just keeps going and going. So we probably ruined things for everyone, right? They're all like, ah, the animals never attack here. It's great. We're having a great time. No demons ever. We've probably put an end to that.
Woohoo! My sister's making us pickleboard meatballs for dinner tonight.
Hey, what did I tell you about bothering travelers? Sorry about that. He's totally obsessed with food.
That's all right. Pickleboard meatballs, huh? Sounds delicious. They're really super tasty, but Sis says that they used to taste even better. Why's that?
We used to get deliveries of fresh, delicious prickleboar meat from the nearby village of Abal. But in the Advent 3 years ago, demons attacked the village. And now it's gone. It's such a tragedy. If they only could have held out for just one more day, I'm sure Lord Artorias would have saved them.
Artorias. Right.
Yeah, Artorias would have saved them. He just had to get there in time, right? Oh wait, he was there the entire time. Funny details that. How do I get to this person? Oh, around, there we go.
Our town decided to make a new holiday marking the day that Lord Artorias became the Shepherd. 3 years ago, when the Malachim appeared on the Advent, Taliesin was the first town that Lord Artorias saved. We hold great pride at being the city where humanity first struck back against the demons.
That explains why you'd celebrate his ascension, but wasn't Abal closer to his heart?
You may be right about that. Not being able to save Abal was a terrible agony for Lord Artorias. Even though he killed the demons that destroyed the village, he couldn't bring back the lives that had been lost. If Lord Artorias had gone to Abal first, our city might have been destroyed instead. We won't forget the tragedy that befell Abal. That's the other purpose of this holiday. Remembrance.
That's right. Lives lost can never be brought back.
Yeah, it's fairly fascinating how basically that entire story can be a false platitude on every level.
Wow, the weather's just swell. It's something I've said every day for 3 months now.
Huh? But wasn't there just a heavy fog?
Nope, never seen a wisp of fog in this village. It's been sunny so long, I think I might dry up.
That means that fog was just another of Melchior's illusions.
Seems that way.
I don't think I've ever seen that, that shipping system until just now when the shadow passed overhead. Interesting to have actual resources spent on animating something that's actually outside of the camera's view for the most part. I wonder if it's ever any significance, or if it was just a detail they had in mind and stuck with it.
Excuse me. My partner and I here would like to put on a comedy show if it's possible.
Not often you run into someone with a real fire in their eyes. All right, show me what you got.
With pleasure.
Eleanor, I'm impressed. I didn't know you had this sort of initiative.
You just have to do what you have to do, right? Besides, if we pull this off, it could be our chance to get closer to Modulu.
Did you say Modulu? I haven't seen her recently, but she seems to be making a name for herself in Logris.
Yeah, her dances are really beautiful. Do you know her?
I do. Her and her teacher, Valta. Now, I'm not saying Modulu isn't great, but Valta was utterly sublime. I worry about him pushing Modulu so much, to be honest. He's never been one to accept compromise in his art.
Huh. I didn't know that.
We don't have time to stop and feel bad for our rivals. Did you memorize the script?
Of course I did. And I won't tolerate any slip-ups from you either.
Hearing that just makes me more motivated. Well, let's get going. We've got a show to put on. Hi there! Thanks for having us again! The Bienfu Keepers! Magic Azam!
Whoa, back it up! Again? If we're supposed to be regulars here, then why does everyone look like they've never heard of Bienfu? And what's with this Magic Azam stuff? Is that some kind of spell?
Gosh, it's really been getting cold here lately.
Are you just going to ignore my questions?
What does it matter? Aren't you too cold to worry about things like that? Does this feel summery to you?
I can be cold and ask you questions at the same time. Actually, it is rather cold.
See? I said it was cold! In fact, I've been so cold lately I even set fire to my clothes!
Isn't that going too far?
No, that's how cold I was. In fact, that wasn't enough, so I set the house on fire too!
Your house? Why would you do that?
Oh, don't worry. It doesn't bother me at all. And who said it was my house? The one I set on fire was yours.
That's a crime, you know.
Huh? What's wrong? That's not in the script.
Arson is a serious crime.
Well, yes, but...
In the script, the punchline was supposed to be, but when I saw how much it would cost to replace them, I got the chills.
Yeah, but I got into the moment and thought I could ad-lib something better.
You're advocating something morally abhorrent. Change it back.
What's the big deal? You're getting worked up over a joke.
Crime is not a joke. Even speaking as a normal citizen, I can't condone speech that promotes such a horrifically antisocial act.
Oh, now you've got me all mad. I give up. For good.
No, it's bad.
I said I give up. For good.
No, it's bad. My deepest apologies for putting on an act about something so terrible today, sir.
Well, the whole thing was meant to be about morals anyway, so how did we do?
Can I just ask you one question? Are you for real?
Yes, I am.
I should have known.
Wait. I can't tell what happened there. I thought everyone was laughing. I thought it worked. Also, holy crap. Yeah, Eleanor is basically like Shell from our podcast, where she just takes everything literally to the point where it gets silly. What does jacketless mean for you? That's a jacket? What? Her jacketless version is to lose her arm sleeves and her book belt. Which just makes her costume look all the more weirder, honestly. Somehow it looks weirder without all the detail. This hat style, hatless style, normal style. Oh, hatless is the normal hairstyle, but without the hat, right. Sure. Nope, no unlocks for Eleanor, was there? I think it just said Magilu. And she always had the hat style, which just means that she loses the streamers, basically. Oh yeah, I already had jacketless style. We got that from when she took off the jacket during a cutscene once. But she just looks weird dressed like that. This like adds balance to the costume, whereas this one just looks like a weird monochrome. Like, for this character, making him jacketless works fine. I kind of prefer it, mostly because the armor looks really awkward and clippy. Or something. The distinction's not that important to me. But I've just preferred this version. But she just looks weird with the missing detail. If you're gonna take off the jacket, it only really works if there's like other stuff to reveal by taking off the jacket. But if taking off the jacket just means showing a completely plain shirt underneath, it's a little bit huh. So I guess this isn't really a background detail, by the way. Because if you look over the shore in any direction, it's all you can see. Maybe I just forgot about it while we were off on our journey. Because we were in there for a while. It took a while to get across the coastline in particular. Not, sorry, to get through the forest, not across the coastline. Mine?
There's one of them off-limit Class 4 islands that folks call Serpent Isle. Place has been overrun with snakes since forever. I hate the things, so it sounds like hell to me. But I've heard there's a woman who actually lives there.
Whatever for? Why would anyone want to live in a place like that?
I know. It's mighty strange. Place supposedly is crawling with demons, too. Last time I was in the area, I checked it out. Kept my distance, of course. Used me spyglass.
And? Was she there?
Aye, she was. Except she looked like a snake herself. I mean, she was human up top, but her face was a weird color, and her lower half was all slithery and wiggly. Ugh. Creeped me out.
A snake woman, huh?
Even worse. Looked like you couldn't swing a cat's without hitting a snake. Just the thought of it keeps me awake at night.
You should have a stiff drink and get some sleep before you pass out on deck. I'll tell Benwick to give you an extra ration.
Wow. Thanks a lot, First Mate. I appreciate it. I ought to pester him for some of that aged reserve he keeps hidden away.
Hey, don't go swinging cats. That's me. Well, no, they're kind of annoying. So you know what? Swing all the cats you can. Hit a few turtles with them. See how many we can remove.
Welcome back. Did you find the therian?
Yeah. We're bringing these two back to Titania.
Dogs? Look, lizards, no problem. Walking hunks of armor I can deal with, but dogs? On my ship?
You're not a dog person.
I was, bit by one when I was a kid.
Then you've got nothing to worry about. If they're biting anyone on this ship, it'll be me.
Are you okay, Velvet?
Oh, sure. They're just dogs.
No, I mean, in general. Fine, they can come aboard. I'll take us back to Titania.
We have to take good care of Orthy and Russ.
That's on you. They won't let me near.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? You only killed their master.
Don't worry. I'll take responsibility.
You mustn't! They're quite vicious, you know! I just asked them if they wanted to be friends, and they suddenly bit me!
I'm sure you said something to irritate them, like, I'll make you my minions! You had it coming.
She knows!
But you have therians to find, Laphicet. You won't be able to look after them all the time.
I suppose. What should I do?
You could ask Kamoana and Medissa. Kamoana said she once had a dog. Even if they get a little rowdy, Medissa will be around to keep them safe.
That's a good idea. I'll go ask them.
Thanks. We can't be killing off therians. Besides, they remind me of Nico.
Velvet.
You want a pet dog, Laphicet? You should go to the Abbey then.
Why the Abbey?
Because the place is full of the shepherd's lapdogs. Get it? Lapdogs!
Yeah, I get it.
I feel like we're gonna find out that Artorias has some sort of weird, twisted plan to make a therian family. Because, like, so far the therian are a mother, a daughter, and then now, like, very, like, hospitable, like, household animals. It's getting slightly odd.
I devoured them again. No, don't.
So, you said your little brother made this copy. He could read the ancient tongue. That's amazing.
Laphie was different from most other kids. He read books a lot because his body was so weak. He studied all the time, so that he could be ready to travel the world one day. Which was kind of funny, considering he'd hide in my bed whenever he had a nightmare.
Really?
But I don't care that he got scared. I just wanted him to live. That's why I have to.
Velvet!
I'll devour as much as it takes. I will have vengeance.
Velvet!
Done. The art is attuned to you.
Thank you. This time I'll make sure to finish what I set out to do.
I've gotta say, I didn't think you had it in you, Oscar.
I don't believe I asked for your opinion.
Lord Artorias!
Go back outside, Teresa. We'll see you when we're done.
Are the rumors true? Are you using that experimental art on Oscar?
It is true.
I was under the impression it was still incomplete, sir.
Yep, there's still a potentially fatal weakness for its channeler.
We've taken the theory as far as it will go. The next step is to learn its control and actual practice.
Don't tell me you intend to test it against that therian! Please, let me do it. I should be the one, not him!
You are not strong enough.
Then, at least least let me back him up!
So you can take the enemy out before Oscar uses the art? A noble plan, but I'm afraid it'd mess everything up.
How so?
It was my idea to volunteer, sister. I failed at Titania and allowed the therian to be stolen from Palamedes. I need to atone for my mistakes.
Then let me come with you.
I have different orders for you. Teresa Linares, you are hereby relieved of your duties as an exorcist and are to return your Moloch.
Relieved of duty? Why?
For our plans to be realized, we require an especially strong Moloch. We've analyzed your Moloch's dormant abilities, and he is of considerable power, on the same level as the young Moloch who betrayed us for the enemy.
Simply put, you just don't got what it takes to handle him, sweetheart.
You.
When this is all over, I'd love to have some of your homemade cooking again, sister. I could go for that quiche you used to make.
How can you talk of that right now?
Lord Artorias.
I know what you're going to ask. Yes, Oscar, when you fulfill your mission, I will make Teresa an exorcist again.
Oscar, are you doing this for...
Don't worry about me. I'd go to the ends of the earth and back for a plate of your delicious quiche.
No! Oscar, don't go! Oscar! What should I do? If I don't do something, he'll... Huh? What's this? I'm... receptive to that art. And to you.
Where am I?
Take it easy, Velvet. You've been out for 3 days.
Then that's 3 days wasted. What's the situation?
Well, let's see. For one thing, Grimoire's been deciphering that ancient book. She says that this new copy is complete. All the pages we were missing are there. As for the dogs, Kamawana's taken a real shine to them.
All right then. Now we just need to find that last therian.
Velvet, no! I said take it easy. Seriously.
Oh, hold on. Have you not had anything to eat?
Well, I just thought, since you hadn't either.
Are you serious? Why would you do a full thing like that? You'll die if you don't eat.
Actually,
He won't die if he doesn't eat. Malachim don't actually depend on food for sustenance. If they do eat, it's only as a quirky hobby.
All right, if you're sure. If you feel like going hungry, it's your life. But there's no sense in doing it on my account.
Good to see you're feeling better again. As you probably noticed, we made it back to Titania already.
Sorry to keep you all waiting on me. Get everyone together. We meet now.
Well, that could have gone better.
I just wanted to better understand the hardships Velvet's suffering through. It seems unfair for her to bear all of it alone.
Well, she's... how can I put it? A very straightforward kind of person.
But nothing gets under her skin like a clumsy display of sympathy.
What should I do about her then?
For now, just get something in your tummy. Any good warrior knows you eat when you have the chance. Even Malachim have more strength on a full stomach than an empty one, don't they?
Yeah.
It's true. Food will fill an empty stomach. But what is there to fill an empty heart, I wonder?
Well, there we go. We got a rare instance of... Well, we got a rare instance of a scene featuring our cast of antagonists, and we got an even rarer instance of all of them being together simultaneously. And we're starting to introduce some sort of internal conflict, and what might be a bit of an upheaval with the idea that Teresa has a special ability that I think nobody else there is accounting for. And that could lead to something major. Only time will really tell, though. I'm just happy to see more of the antagonists in general, because they're kind of supposed to be the driving focus of the story, but we rarely see any of them at all. And where they're kind of just a background specter. Although they're at least stronger as antagonists than Heldalf was. Oh, spooky demon Lion King. Oh, Reaper's Curse, that's sad. Kill him now, the end. There wasn't a ton of texture there.
Time for some grub, Laphicet. What are you hungry for?
I'll have some stuffed giant squid. Or prison crab dumplings. Or sea snake bowl.
It's your first meal in 3 days, right? Better stick with something mild or you'll be sorry. How about a risotto or vegetable rice soup?
That could be nice.
I could go for some borscht or shark fin and egg soup. For dessert, I'll have a sweet bean and jelly fruit cup, a giant parfait, and a triple berry cake.
Zip it, Magilou.
Oh well, I'm getting full just thinking about it.
I think I'd like some rice porridge with a pickled plum and baby sardines on top.
Ooh, an austere choice.
And an apple.
In that case, you should have some apple boo.
Apple boo?
What on earth is that?
It's just grated apples. But when my brother wasn't feeling well, I often fed it to him.
I think I'd like to try some.
If you insist, I'll make some for you. At least it's something I can make without needing to taste it.
Okay, I insist.
Okay.
If you're already making some, I'd like...
Zip it, Magilou!